Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about four global variables that we introduced a few years ago almost, and they're up here on the right, on the left. Let me zoom that in a little bit. Okay, the four variables that I'm going to speak about today are the lead, convert, transfer to account, application show copy address, sales order status on invoice save, and quote status on sales order save. Okay, I'm going to speak about these four variables and just kind of see how what they do in the application, and kind of review also how global variables, the whole module kind of works and stuff. Okay, so let's look at that first one: lead, convert, transfer to account. So let's jump over to the lead module, and I'm going to open the global variable module also on parallel here if I can. Oh, I got to wait. Okay, I'm going to open that in a new tab, and okay, here I'm going to pick any lead, and we're going to have to create ourselves a new global variable. I'll get to that. Okay, we have this lead, and I'm going to click over here on the convert lead action, and that opens up this screen, which I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, and as you can see here, by default, the application tries to map this lead into a contact. Okay, we have down here transfer related records to contact. Okay, this is what the global variable is for. Okay, it's in those situations where you want to transfer, basically you want to convert this into an account, not a contact, or an account more than a contact. Then you want to select the organization here, so that all the records that are related to this lead will be transferred to the organization, the account, instead of a contact. Okay, by default, it's the contact. So if we go over to the global variable module and we create a new global variable with this lead. Let's have a look also down below what the description has to say about this. It was application lead. Let's see. Lead, convert, transfer to account. Okay, and it says over here, let's zoom that in. If set to the string true, accounts will be selected as the destination to transfer related information when converting a lead. By default, the information will be transferred to the contact. Okay, perfect. So let's select this true string here, and let's go create ourselves a variable for that. We get the lead transfer to account. We put in the true string. We're going to make this default for the whole application, and that's all we need. Really, I think that should be enough. Okay, let's save that, and let's try to convert this lead again. Okay, as you can see, the organization is selected instead of the contact. Let's reload the whole page just to make sure that it wasn't the selection I made before. Okay, perfect. Okay, so basically it's a very simple variable, but it's a nice, useful action there where you can decide how you want the application to behave. Okay, that's what global variables are about. How do you want the application to perform on those little edge cases, where you have to decide something? Well, we don't decide that for you. We give you a default, same default, but you can do as you think best for your application. Okay, let's see the next one. The next one is application show copy address. Okay, and okay, that is over here on the organizations. I'm going to open this in a new tab. I'm going to leave this one here so we can come back later. And I'm also going to open in a new tab the invoice. Okay, let's pick here. Okay, this is the global variable. Let's pick here this account, and let's click here on this invoice. Okay, this account has here, if I edit, And let's edit the invoice also. Okay, if I edit this, I have here on the address here, let's zoom that in, I have the copy shipping address and copy billing address, okay, which basically moves or copies the information in one sense or the other. Okay, so if I right now I have the same information, but if I put here a new address and I ask it to copy the shipping address, if I click here, okay, on this copy shipping address, it will overwrite with all the information here, all these fields over here. Okay, let me get rid of this one to make sure. Okay, if I click here, it copies it over, and if I did the reverse, it would copy it to the other side. Okay, uh, and here on the invoice, I have exactly the same functionality. Okay, we can easily or quickly move information from one side to the other. Okay, so this variable, this application show copy address, is going to hide that functionality for us. Okay, let's create ourselves a new variable. And this is an application variable because it's in more than one module. Application show copy address. Well, let's see what it has, what the documentation says about the value. Let's look for show copy address. Okay, it says it's a Boolean. Okay, zoom that in. It's a Boolean, so it's a 0 or 1. This variable activates or deactivates the copy address functionality present on accounts, contacts, and inventory models. It's useful when one of the addresses is hidden due to business requirements. Obviously, if you don't have two addresses here because you only have one you only need, so you probably hide the shipping address or the billing address. It makes no sense to have these the ability to copy because I mean it's not even there. Okay, but even if that, if you just want to hide it, this variable is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so let's jump over here to the variable, and we're going to put a 0. Okay, we don't want that, and we're going to set it also for a default for the whole application. We could put it per module. Okay, yeah, I mean, we just want to hide it on the inventory modules, or we just want to hide it in the account, or just for certain users. I mean, the global variables. There's another video around and there's also some documentation about how powerful and flexible the module is. Okay, but this variable is just, I'm going to make it, now we're talking about this variable, so I'm just going to make it default then. And let's edit this one again, and let's reload also the invoice page. And as you can see, I already don't have that information here in the bar. Okay, we can't copy them anymore. And the same happens on the invoice. Okay. So it's also, again, it's a similar functionality to the lead transfer. It's just small kind of customizations where you can decide how you want the application to behave. Okay, let's look at the next two. The next two are a little bit more interesting. The next two are sales order status on invoice save and quote status on sales order save.